complete asshole. But we are game and we are in, as you see, we are in the new F1 2024 game. And it is OSQ. We're going to be OSQ. We're going to go ahead and go right up there. Hill right now is in second place. They're going to be OSQ today, ladies and gentlemen. It's Father's Day. We're going to try to get our drivers in and out of here so they can go spend time with their families. But while they are doing that, we are going to enjoy a race and we are going to see how these things are going to turn out. If we're looking at a bunch of driving that might end up, it's quite possible we might end up seeing our first spin cam of 2024. A big shout out to Paul in the chat. So let's see what we end up with. Right now, Kev is leading the way on pole position as we sit right now. Pole position for Kev. Let's see how that's going to turn out. Hill right now. Actually, and also, this is going to be the first race of the F1 2024 game. So we're going to see who's going to win the first race in the new variation of this game, the new revision of this game, because a lot of people are saying they are not really completely caring for the F1 24. It's more like just another revision of F1 23. So I don't know when they're going to give everybody something that feels like this is totally different, totally new. Kev is going to end up on pole. Hillian is going to be second. Racer X2 and Cornbread fall shortly way behind there. They're going to have to work their way up through there and try to make some things happen. And hopefully this weather doesn't change up on them, giving them more challenge. So right there, you see your classifications. Kev is on pole. As you see right there, Hill's on second. That is an awesome place for him to be in this race. And then you go on down to the bottom 14, Racer X210, and 13, Cornbread. Racer X210 is going to have his work cut out for him trying to make a way up through there. Big shout out and happy Father's Day to everybody in the live stream if it applies. Much love and appreciation. We got A6 and it is about to be game time. So shout out to everybody. You already know I'm going to go on board with the fourth or fifth car, regardless if that's AI. Gives us a good look up front, good peek down through the back. Big shout out to Stinky One for that super chat. Big shout out Stinky One. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. We didn't get in until midnight from the race last night. It was a long day, long race, very controversial at the track. And a very good outcome, very good lesson, and also they got to see that her confidence is up and her no bullshit meter is very high. She's not playing any bullshit now. It is officially, the boys know she's here to stay and it's not bullshit. And we can't just push her around. She's not going to give up position, and they found out the hard way. Yes, indeed, they did. They did find out the hard way. They also found out that if your rear tire is near her, if your front tire is near her rear tire, she's not giving up the corner. And if you do try to go for it, it's going to be a bad day for you or for both. But either way it goes, you're going to learn a lesson not to put your nose in where it doesn't belong. So it was awesome. I got a lot of messages from people that came to see the race, people that were at the race, people that have heard about the race, saluting her and saying how well she's done and how well she's rolling and her confidence. It was very crazy, Paul. The night race was wild, bro. I'm gonna post a picture of that. I might even do a live on that. I gotta see what they got planned for me today. I know we gotta get after here after this race. All right, people, let's get ready to go. Fifth place, we're on board. Hill and Campbell up front. Racer X210 Corvette in the back, and let's see what's gonna happen. Oh, already get some smoke right there. It's gonna be some touching this first turn. We're gonna go into this left-hander, and we got some touching going on right there. We got some sparks flying. Nobody doing anything too crazy. We might make it through this turn unscored. Right there. Oh, I'm gonna go on board with this guy's taking position, but this guy's trying to get it back. Let's go on board with Hill and see how he's looking from the first place out of Kev. Looking at his rear wing already still within DRS range when that is enabled. Probably, hopefully, the first lap since this is 2024. After the first lap, DRS is enabled. The guys playing this game. Let's go on back right now. Cornbread is right now in 11th place. Driving pretty damn slow right here, though. I don't know what's going on with that. I guess maybe improper overtake. There's Racer X210 pulling up right here. He's going to try to make some moves. Hill is 0.3 seconds off of Kev. A possible overtake going to happen right there. Fades back to 0.5. Racer X210 right here in 13th place hasn't really made that much of an improvement off of this. Is only the first lap. Looked like Cornbread kind of let him go through right there. Maybe not. Oh, we got to go on board. We got to fight right here. Hill going for it. No DRS, just slipstream off merit. Hill, he's still on track. Little space, not a lot of space by Kev right there. That's aggressive and challenging racing. But I'm going to tell you this, Kev with the fast lap at 120. Hill right now well within DRS range. Is this going to be the battle of the day right here? I think this might be our battle of the day. Racer X210 still back there in 14th now. Cornbread in 13th. They're swapping position right there. Woo, coming in and out of there. Nice job, fellas. Nice job. Come on, let's go. This is going to be a battle right here. I'm trying to tell you, when that DRS cracks, Hill's going to have the tires still looking on track right there. He shouldn't have got any warning, I don't believe. It did look like he was still, and DRS is cracked. He's going to have the DRS train right behind Derwin right there. As you see right there, Hillian has a DRS train behind him. Paul, keep pushing, Cornbread. Paul says, don't give up, brother. Paul says, don't give up. Keep pushing. You got to keep going. The race is not over. You still got 16 laps to make something happen. Okay, 0.6 off right now, but we do need to stay right here because Hill does have DRS, and he will be coming up on another zone. But right here, you got a DRS train behind you just rolling. If we go back here to Cornbread, 13th place, he's 0.6 off of an overtake from Racing L's. Racer X210 right here is not having a great drive, but we come back up here. Oh, yeah, here we are. DRS is cracked. Hill's going to go for it again down the straight. Can he make it happen? Kev is doing an awesome job trying to break that. And there he goes on the inside, taking it. Hill up for first place on the red tires. Let's go, Hill. Racer X210, 14. We got a car first pitting already. Now, oh, Kev, 3-second time penalty. Now it is game time. This is a game of strategy right now. Hillian knows Kev has a 3-second time penalty. So will he take that into account as he starts delivering his race format? Will he start saying to himself, I don't need to push unnecessarily hard. Let me not do anything to get a time penalty myself. Regardless, I will have a 3-second cushion on Kev anyway. So now we're going to see some strategy start coming into play. Hill, it takes a little bit of pressure off of him right there. Kev, it puts more pressure on because if he gets in front of Hill, which we haven't seen at any point in time at the beginning of this race, has Kev led Hill more than a second. So it's looking pretty good. Kev has DRS now. He's going to go for an overtake. Ooh, that livery is pretty nice, Kev. Nice job on the livery. Paul says, let's go, brother Hill. Yes, sir. He's going to keep it. Hill right now still within a second. He will have DRS when it comes back. Let's go. Racer X210 at 13th. Remember, they're just getting this game. Drivers are having to kind of readjust the way they approach their setups. Right now, Cornbread is in 12th place, running up and taking up the rear. And there are going to be some pit start coming into play. We probably have seen a little bit of contact action right here as this car falls back. And Hill right now is still on the rear wing on the exhaust. And Cornbread getting a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings right there. There you are. Racer X210 with the fastest lap at a 1:13. Now, can he make that work for him? Let's see what tire compound Racer X210 is on. He is on soft, so he's going to be in that earlier pit window. Imagine had he came out on mediums or hards, maybe when everybody pitted, he might have been able to go for a stronger position. But being on softs, he's definitely going to be in the pit window along with other people. But here, let's see what Cornbread's on. Cornbread is on soft tires as well. Mediums, 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 mediums. And if we go up to Kev, Kev is also on mediums. And Hill is on soft tires. So Hill is probably likely. Oh, and Hill has DRS range. Woo! Hill 112 for the fastest lap with DRS games over there. Hill is on soft compound tires, so he's probably going to need to pit a bit before Kev, especially with this battle going on. But also that 3-second time penalty plays in his favor for the undertake. So we'll see what happens right there. Anybody see the Javante Tank fight last night, taking Frank the Ghost out in the 8th round with a knockout? Tank Davis is a bad mother. He's making his legacy right now. This is Paul says just stay in 3 seconds range. You got this, Hill. Hillian, man. And Kev right now, this is where the battle is, folks. This is where the battle is. Kev is going to use that slipstream, and nice job, Hill, breaking that slipstream up. Now, Hill was telling us in the driver's meeting room when we were meeting before we came on that the game is now penalizing you more for lockups. It is causing more graining on your tire. Oh, DRS cracked, and he's already on the overtake. Nice livery right there, Hill, as we go by with Kev taking over that first place position. It looks like they're going to go back and forth. This is going to be a ping pong challenge and Kev again with DRS. working that out. Now I gotta wonder if that was by strategy. If so, that was a very good strategy that puts him out a bit, but it still does not get him a second. And he's gonna need 3 seconds to do anything with Hill for the final classifications. Let's go on down here with Cornbread and Racer X 210. Cornbread is going into the pits right now. Let's see what tire compound he's gonna choose for this. Still 12 laps left. Oh, I'm getting some rumbling. Oh, I felt that in my remote. This is the first time I felt a pit stop translate over into my remote as a spectator. That was pretty awesome. That was awesome. Racer X 210 now. So that was cool. I don't get much of the other feel when they're driving, when I'm on when I'm on the screen, but if I am on screen as a spectator when they go into the pits, I got to feel the pit stop. So that's something new in F124 that was not there before. Ooh, graining right there is going to happen on his front tires, Racer X 210. He's in 12th place. Let's see if he can get into the top 10. Hill right now fighting it out again just inside of a second, so he will have DRS. He was just out of it using it. Didn't work much, but he's got it again. So we're going to see how he comes up at this point in time. Kev's kind of stretched out right now, so I'm wondering if at this point in time, Hill's soft compound tires are starting to kind of fall off a little bit, whereas Kev's medium compound tires are still within a good amount of range. So that's something that we're going to be watching here. Who's going to go ahead and pit first? Right now we're in the game of pit chicken. Who's going to pit first, give up the advantage, and are they going to be able to come out of the pits and maybe still come out in their place, or are they going to forfeit that advantage altogether, or do they pit together? This is where the interesting part does take place. Just watch them come through this S section right here. Dermot Hill and Kev battling it out for the first and second place. Now, it would be cool if we can get one of our other drivers up to that third place and have an all drivers podium right there. But right now, it looks like Formula Cutie is going to be taking up the third. And I mean, this DRS train is crazy right here. This might be a fault in the game to see a DRS train this consistent. I haven't seen these cars really broke up at all since this race has went on and started. Hill has now fallen outside of the lead by a 1.6 seconds. So definitely I am starting to wonder if those soft compound tires are indeed compromised at this point in time. So we're going to see what Hill's going to do about that. Racer X 210 is in 12th place. And Cornbread making an overtake right there to bring it on up to third. Oh, Cornbread in the wall. Cornbread in the wall. Our first kind of not spin cam, but definitely an unfortunate event right there for F124. Racer X 210 is in the pits. So let's see what compound tires he's going to choose. Paul says undercut is strong here, Hill. Hey, Paul in the race engine now. I'm feeling this pit stop. I like it. The rumble pack is going. Racer X 210 comes out on hard compounds, I believe. Is that what he coming out on, hard compounds? He is coming out on hard compounds. Pit window is open, 8 to 17 laps on the medium compound tires. So right now, Hill is holding on strong with these softs. Cornbread, another 3-second time penalty. Kev is on medium. Hill is on softs. He's losing a lot of time here. Now he's down 4 seconds. 4 seconds. He's going to go ahead. Oh, my gosh. They pit together. Kev, that is strong, brother. That is strong, and that kind of that's good, and it's not. I get this pit stop in my rumble pack. I just got to feel. I'm going to go into the pits with everybody pretty much, since these two drivers are coming out together. They both red. Okay, I think right now Hill's on red compound, and Kev is out faster than Hill, and Hill's going to be able to get on it. Kev is on hards, and what is Hill on? Hill is on, looks like mediums. Hill is on medium compound tires here. 5 seconds behind. Now, remind you, Kev has a 3-second time penalty. All Hill has to do is get within 2 seconds of Kev, and he's still going to take that first place finish on the chart. So that's something I wonder if he's considering. So he doesn't need to do anything unnecessarily crazy or outlandish. And Cornbread, as a matter of fact, has multiple time penalties. So at least, excuse me for the yawn, we didn't get into midnight. I still woke up around shit down there 3 o'clock this damn morning. So yeah, I'm a little bit tuckered, but I have a long day still ahead of me. So yes, thank you for joining me. Thank the drivers for coming to join me. Happy Father's Day to everybody listening. Cornbread having a little bit of a trouble right there. Racer X210 not looking at his natural form as he has been. He does have DRS. Let's see if he's going to get close to an overtake. He'll have another range right here. Right now, Hilly in 5.4 seconds within Kev, so that gap is decent. It's not bad. He's got 8 laps to clean that up. So if he did a second every lap, if that was something possible, or maybe even 0.7 seconds, he'd be right there in fighting range, and we could see a totally different outcome. Paul says Hill's tires should outlast the softs. It should outlast the softs. Only thing is, Kev is on hard compound tires at this point in time, and Hill is on medium. So how do you feel about that, Paul? Kev on hards, Hill on mediums. Right now, Kev doesn't look like he's having the same type of drive he did before he got on these hard compound tires. And Hill is now within 4 seconds of Kev. So this could be a very, very funny, interesting, challenging outcome. This is where the race is right here. Even though we don't see them in the same shot, you should see Kev just right there on the other side of the hairpin as he goes up there. So he is in sight of the camera view. That livery is tough, Kev. That is a nice livery, bro. Nice livery. That is solid. Look at this DRS train. I mean, it is glued together. It's a DRS train from the DRS train factory. This guy's got, he's got a little bit more of gap in between him and the drivers. Let's go on down here to Cornbread. Cornbread right here. Right now, Racer X210 has a battle going on himself. Can he make that happen? He does make that happen. Makes that hairpin. He's going to have to give a little bit of space, but then he gives that position right back. Challenging time. We got a little battle right here. Hill's just cut that gap down within 3 seconds. So Hill is doing something. Racer X210 with the DRS. He's going to smooth over to the wall, trying to set up for his next turn. Get to the S's. Oh, nice job, Racer X210. That was solid. And DRS again is yours, my friend. And so stretching that out. Now he's going for another overtake. Probably going to have to set it up on the next few turns. Not these right here, of course. But making and picking the spots. Now Hill is down to 3.2 seconds on that gap between Kev. So that race is developing, and it is baking as we speak. Racer X210 trying to put himself some laps together to make this thing happen. Get himself out there so he can possibly take this and take the first place. Then he'll be the first place and first driver to win here in F1 2024. And he will have DRS again, Racer X210. He's going to be trying to set up for another overtake. Can he get that done going in and out of the S's right there? Hill, 3.2 seconds is looking good for Hill. Looking very good. Now he just needs those mediums not to fall off before the end of the race, because those hards are going to outlast the mediums. Paul says Hill should catch him quick. Going to be interesting in with hards and mediums. Again, Racer X210. Oh, going for the overtake, and it's an easy peasy. Galactus says, did Little Speed Racer have a night race? Yes, sir. Little Speed Racer did have a night race. Little Speed Racer and I did have a controversial race. That was a banger. It was a banger. Mind you, she started last because we got there late because I had an episode, you know what I'm saying? So I had to get myself taken care of first. We got there late, so the pill draw was done. She started last, then inverse to go to pole for the second heat. Combined time put her in second place in that race. And after that, fireworks were flying because she was not having the bullshit. Actually had a parent, a mother, who was pretty nasty in her own right. Not nasty directly to us or saying anything, but I did hear what she was trying to do. They told her if she wanted to protest, $200, ma'am. She lied on my daughter as far as what happened on track. That did not happen. People did not see that. And then, yeah, I'll post a picture of the podium. He's unhappy, but he should be, because you tried to pit maneuver my daughter, and it didn't work, and you end up spinning yourself out. So things happen, and that's what put him third instead of second. And then after that, she just was not having the bullshit. She wasn't letting him through. She didn't move around in the straight. She picked a good line, and she kept him behind. She kept him behind her. Kept, it was an awesome race. People even today are mentioning in the comments that she was rolling, she was on fire, and the confidence is there. It's moving up. So yeah, now it's time for me to do a little bit of my job. We got to spend some time working out some gear ratios to find out that sweet spot for her and her driving style. But it was absolutely an awesome night. Second place is what we took home on the podium, by the way. 2 seconds. Hill down to 2 seconds now. Kev is driving a good race. The tire game is coming into place like Paul said. This is where it is. Hill is ramped out on the meter, just tacked out right there. Do not smack that wall. We could be looking at the results of a very spicy end of this race. We have 4 more laps. Hillian is going for that first place, coming through this hairpin. If I ever go to a Canadian race, I want to sit right there in that hairpin section. Wow, a night race. Was she sparking? Yes, they did spark on track as they went through turn 1. You will get some sparks as they take the curb, setting up for turn 1, and then going into that dip. You do get some sparks from the flame at night. It is pretty nice. Next time I'll try to sit right there on turn 1 where the officials are and see if I can get a little bit of that video. We do have another night race coming up. Happy Father's Day, G5 MDS. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, we got a few more night races coming up, so yeah, I'll try to get some of that video for you all. For sure. Big shout out to everybody in the chat again. Goldish for MDS. Here we go. 4 more laps. Hill. Oh my gosh, 6 seconds. What the fuck did I miss? What did I miss as I was looking over to the computer screen? Why is Hill down 3 seconds now? Cranking it down to 2 seconds. That was wild. Somebody tell me what I missed in the comment section. Hill got that back though. That was crazy. Hill is on one. He is on. Do not forget, 3-second time penalty for Kev. So right now, if the race was to cross the checkered flag at this point in time, another podium. That's awesome. Need a video? I got you, brother. Got you. Galactus, big shout out to you. Hill now within 2.5 seconds. He is working on a banger. Hill is working on a banger right now. Can he make it happen? 3 more laps. Can Hill get it up there? Racer XU10 also now has a time penalty, as well as Cornbread. A rough race for those 2 gentlemen. But Hill has Kev in his sights. He has to get up a lot closer to make this happen. He's out of DRS range, so he's not going to get that. He does have the 3-second time penalty working in his favor, but that DRS would have helped him out tremendously if he can get that. He's working on it too. He is absolutely working on it. 2.7 seconds with 2 laps to go. Ooh, nice breakdown right there. Paul says that must have been awesome seeing the... Hey, it is, man. And then the light went out in turn 1, so we had to kind of get some special lighting over there to try to light it up just a little bit. It was a challenging race for the drivers. And it was good. But now I know I need to carry her clear visor. I need to get her a visor with just a tad of a light tint for the night races, because I think her visor right now might be a little too dim, but she did an awesome job working through it. So I'm going to go ahead and get her a light tinted visor where it's not clear, but just a light tint on there, and I'll switch it out for the night races. I'll switch it out midway through the day, because we start where it's pretty bright, and then by the time the feature race comes, we're into a night race completely. I'll post a picture in the chat so y'all can see it is completely dark. Of course, with lighting. Paul says, let's go, Hill. You got this, brother. Yo, Hill is making it happen. He's 3 seconds out, though. He's got to stay within 3 seconds to make this happen. He's 3.3 seconds out. Cornbread, another 3-second time penalty. Racer X 210 finally up to 10th position, in the final position for points, if these points were being collected. I don't know what's happening right here. Hill was within 2.2 seconds. He doesn't need to do anything crazy, but he's got to get within 2.9 seconds of Kev in order for Kev's time penalty to matter. Kev is trying his best not to let that happen, keeping to retain that first place finish. There is another lap left, but we won't have much. Wildcat, good morning all. Good luck to all drivers. Miss being out there. Stay positive. Don't give up, Hill. You got this, bro. Big shout out, Wildcat. See you in the live chat. Sending out congrats to the bro. Ooh, sound like some... Oh, man. Breaking it down right there. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Caution and 1. We haven't lost anybody this race. Nobody's DNF, so that's pretty cool. Nobody losing out just yet. Hill is running like a madman, trying to close that up. That gap is just growing 3.9, 3.7 seconds. Hey, that's what I might do. I'm probably gonna try to put a little neon light accent on her cart, but it'll be very little. I might put it at the top of her seat area, and it'll have to be something with a small battery. I don't want to compromise the cart's balance, so I'll probably find something. I'm gonna get on Amazon, find something to put just behind her seat, and that'll be pretty cool to see at night. So you all will recognize her with the purple light. I'm gonna do purple. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get on Amazon right after we get out of here and order that. As a matter of fact, there was a dad out there that had his two kids. Matter of fact, one of the kids was the one that tried to pit maneuver. He had green neon lights, and I'll show that video. I actually will post that video of them going into the corner so you can see it. But yeah, she's really coming into her own. She's really being an excellent driver. I'm gonna try to get her somewhere for the summer because right now she's been focused on racing, racing, racing. I'm gonna try to take her somewhere for the summer to get her out of racing and get her to, not. I don't want us to miss a race, but I definitely want to get her to a beach somewhere so she can enjoy some part of the summer. It's not like all work and no play. Oh, little twitch right there with Hilly and time remaining. That it is over right there. Kev's crossing. There we go. There it is, folks. Mechanic Mercedes, peace and love, fam. What's going on with you, brother? What is happening with you? The Mechanic Mercedes popping up on the fam. There it is right there. Formula Cutie coming across next. DRS train has been serious with those cars right there. They have just stayed there, and then we're going to have multiple cars come across. Now we're waiting for Bugsky. Bugsky's going to come across right now on the finish line. Then one on tech. Now we're working on Mohawk Woman, Racing Edge, and now Racer X210 coming across. Multiple time penalties. Cornbread also has some. We'll see where that puts them finishing out that race. And there it is. The race is over right there. The race is over. Matter of fact, I might great effort, Hill. Great drive, everyone. Big shout out to Paul. Let's see what the final classifications is going to say right here. There it is, Kev retaining and keeping that first place, making sure not to let that time penalty knock him out of there. Hill putting on very good pressure, trying to find a way to get up there and take that out. So big shout out to both drivers right there, giving us something to watch up top. Even purple glow in the dark items will do. Yeah, hey, you know what? Brother, hey, yo, Galactus, bro, that's a fucking awesome idea, bro. That's an awesome idea. As long as I can get it to the cart and make sure it's not fired, it doesn't come off anywhere, bro. That's an awesome. Yo, I'm going to do that, Galactus. That'll work, bro. It won't be too bright. It won't be distracting. I won't have to worry about battery power or wires. That's a good idea, bro. That's even better. And I could probably get a bunch of purple glow sticks and just put a nice one up there. I think that's gonna be the move, man. I think that might be what we go ahead and do. Kev, big shout out. Hill second place, but taking that fastest lap. Cornbread and Racer X210 having a bit rougher of a time. 9 seconds complete for Cornbread. And there we go. Time penalties for Racer X210 looked about 6 seconds there, I think. 3 seconds only for. There we go. So, hey, big shout out Twitch. We are out of here. We are going to go over to the fam in YouTube. So we will see you all another time. It is time for us to go ahead and close it out. How we close it out. So big shout out to everybody in the race. Happy Father's Day to everybody that's in the live chat now.
Last night was crazy. I might try to do something. I gotta see what the girls
I might try to do something.
Paul says hope everyone has a great Father's Day.
Everyone has a great Father's Day. Peace and love. Smash the like button and subscribe. Big shout out Paul. Galactus says purple reflective items glow in the dark neon. We could try to work something out like that. That's not a bad.
It's not a bad suggestion right there, Galactus. I'm gonna get on Amazon and see what I can find, man. Definitely see what I can find. It's almost time. I'm about midway race through. I think we got a few more rounds. Matter of fact, let me see how many more rounds we have this season because I think I'm going to put the fresh rebuilt engine on midway through the season. So let me see what we got. Let me see how many more rounds. Last night was round 6. Let me see how many more rounds because I might actually end up doing that this weekend, honestly. So Let me check that out real quick and I can tell you all. So we got the 22nd coming up. 29. Let's see. So we got one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. So we got 8 more rounds. So right now, I can wait a little bit. So we got what's that? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. We got 7 more races coming up. So after next race, I'm gonna put the fresh motor on, fresh engine on, and do a couple of things. But I will definitely go ahead and look on Amazon for those purple glow in the dark items. But yeah, I did. Let me tell you how bad it was about this mom. I had to. I felt bad enough. I felt like she was evil enough to the point where I recorded every lap as they came across in that turn because they were already trying to protest and then they didn't want to pay the $200, but you want to protest. Then they said she hit him, but she was in front. So he actually tapped her in a no tap zone, but nobody saying nothing about it. She's not saying nothing about that. But it was funny because one of the marshals, the track marshals, came over to me and the track marshal was like, hey, they're trying to protest. There's a lot going on. Just tell her to try to stay as clean as she can. And I said, I do. I tell her, pick a line. She doesn't move around. If they're not alongside of her, she doesn't have to give them space. I'm honest with him. And he says, you want to know something? I'm going to tell you. It's not a problem till it's a problem. And it wasn't a problem until she got good. And he dapped me up just like that. And that's what it is. She's hanging with the top people now, comfortably third, fourth, depending on how the race turns out. And now that when they run up on her, she's not rattled. And she's not going to let you just run up on the side of her and push out of position. She's going, hey, you want to run off? That's what you got. I got my line, and how I tell her when she comes out that bank, pick the line where you go, eventually end up closer to the inside so you can take that corner and make them go the long way around. They were so used to when they put their nose in there, she would back out, but now she's not backing out. So it is what it is. New engine at halfway point. Good luck. Yes, indeed. So we will do like a recap of how the experience has been and what's going on. I'll post the video in the Discord for you all to see. That's the only place I'm going to post it is in the Discord for the fam to see. And I'll go ahead and post the podium picture I took and see how that goes. So big shout out to y'all. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Happy Father's Day. Y'all take it easy. Be safe. I'm about to get out of here. Wolfpack out. Peace. Movie time with the girls.